All right, you guys may have to help me stay on track a little bit, but I got three primary things I want to cover. Um, the first is politics and war and the state of that in the game. The second is new people coming into the game. And then the third is the direction that we're heading with this game over the next few months. And then after this meeting wraps up, I'd like to have a quick council meeting to discuss changes to some officer positions. Craig probably needs to join that one. All right, so what was the first thing? Politics and war. This game is established. It's been around for a few years. And we're one of the first new guilds to come about that has new players in it since the dawn of the game. And so we came in with a few people, and then we came in with a lot more people and made a pretty big presence. Most of the guilds in this game only have a few people in them, 5 or 10, and there's a few large ones. And so we're actually a pretty big guild, but we're very unskilled. However, we've caught a lot of attention. We're kind of like a new toy. Everybody wants to come play with us, beat up on the new kids, test us out, so on and so forth. So it's bringing us good PvP, and it's also creating relationships, good ones, bad ones, ones that are up for debate. And then there are a few that are people who want to pick a fight to the point that it's disruptive enough to our gameplay that we have to do something about it. For the people that have been playing, I've been using this. It's kind of like the let's go to prison analogy. Coming into this game is kind of like going to prison, in the social atmosphere is very similar in how other people treat you. You don't want to necessarily beat up the biggest guy, but you don't want to take shit off of people either. So you don't want to present yourself as weak, but you also don't want to be unreasonable. A lot of the folks that we've talked with and attempted to negotiate with really just wanted us to lick their balls and suck their dick and tell them how awesome they were and stroke their egos. And I don't really do that. So that has made things more difficult than they might have been otherwise. But I think so far it's working out pretty well. Less and less people are messing with us. We have been through a few wars that resolve rather quickly. We're currently in a war with Dawn, and this is the first one that we actually initiated ourselves. They had actually declared war on us. We didn't accept it because we weren't ready for it. When we got ready for it, I guess it was just a couple hours later, they canceled their war, so we went ahead and declared one. And we've been at war with them since yesterday. And what that means in this game is that there's no safe place. If you're in town, even though there are guards there, they can kill you. The guards won't do anything about it. That doesn't resolve until one side or the other surrenders. So far, we're winning by a landslide. And I would expect that that would continue. So as far as Dawn is concerned, do we have anything else we really need to talk about there? Yeah, go over that real quick, Craig.
Basically, there's 4 different colors that you're looking at in a game. Blue is neutral to everybody. Gray is a criminal, and red is really bad. And then as you go through the cities, if you see people in orange, that means we're war deck with them for different reasons. Either we're friendly war deck with them, or in this case with Dawn, they can kill you on sight. So anything orange you may have to worry about. But don't be afraid of getting killed in this game, because it's going to happen. That is a good point. It also is Yeah, orange guys can loot freely, so they can loot your stuff, you can loot theirs. The other ones, gray and red, you can loot freely from, but they can also, if they come and attack you and kill you, you can give them murder counts, which is an 8-hour cooldown and goes on to some other things with stat losses that we can get onto at a later time.
Anybody got questions so far? All right, so the next thing's politicking. We have committed to assisting a guild up in the north in either a defense of their keep or an offense from their keep against another keep. And that could go down at any time. And when it does, pretty much everybody that's combat ready is going to need to go up there and fight. There was quite a bit of negotiation surrounding that. We're getting a pretty big payout for going and assisting in that fight. And we're also making some of what we think are the right kinds of friends in it. It's going to be one of those things where we don't know when it's going to happen, but when it happens, we'll make a forum post. We might start a forum post and have people put their email addresses in there so we could send an email out too. But that'll be the first keep siege of any type that we've seen, so it'd be pretty cool to participate in that. I think there may be some tower taking that goes on before that as well. We're getting a pretty tremendous amount of materials out of that, and we're also getting a house with a bank up north inside of a keep out of it, which gives us another point of operations. It's a pretty good thing.
I'd like to add that it would be a good idea to put a mount aside and not use it, and put a set of armor aside. I'll make you a set of armor to put aside, so that when this does happen, you're ready to go and you have everything you need.
Yeah, we were going to try to ride out there tonight to get that bank and stuff set up, but we'll just have to see what happens.